Hello, everyone. So 31 and 31, day three. I watched Tammy and the T Rex. It was pretty much what I wanted. Um, it was funny. It was honestly it's a personal favorite of mine. It's one of my favorite movies I've watched recently. Um, I would easily give it a high score, but we'll get to that after I talk to all this stuff. I'll talk about all this stuff. But okay, so it's one of those times when the negatives are positives, when the bads are good. Okay, so first bit of information. It was made based off of one reason and one reason only. They had an animatronic dinosaur. That's the whole reason they made the freaking movie. Okay? And it's pretty ridiculous. Um so the acting is except for Paul Walker and Denise Richards, the acting is just horrible, but in a good way. Um, I have to say honestly, the acting is probably some of the best stuff in that movie. It just worked so well. Um, the animatronic T Rex looks really good. Um, I straight up, it was just terribly fun. It was so terribly, horribly fun. I could not love it. Um, it reminds me, it was very well shot and edited. The shoot very, very good. That was what shocked me the most is for a film made with literally no reason at all, other than they had an animatronic dinosaur. It worked pretty freaking well. Um, it was very reminiscent of the Toxic Avenger, but in an awesome way. I love the Toxic Avenger. It's one of my favorite indie horror films of all because it is ridiculous, stupid, and over the top. This is right up there with it. Um, this is easily one of my other favorite horror films, indie horror films of all time. I did watch the R-rated, unrated version, with all the gore in it. Um, the German villain was over the top, stupid, ridiculous, and exactly what this film had to have in it. The gore effects were absolutely amazing. Honestly, they really were. Um, they weren't perfection, but I don't expect perfection from an indie film. I loved it though. The gore effects were fun, ridiculous. There was one scene where one dude was there was one scene where the one dude got disemboweled, and you could see the plastic it was in. It was fucking hilarious. The character of Bobby and the idiot that was with him was great. I loved both of them. Um, they had some great chemistry, and they were genuinely funny. Um, the green screen is great. There's a scene towards the in the latter half of the movie. Um, it was there's a scene where this dinosaur that's obviously claymation is literally just walking for what fucking reason, who knows. Okay. Uh so the animatronic was great looking. Um so obviously since it was an animatronic dinosaur, it can't actually move or anything like that. It's literally an animatronic dinosaur that does nothing but stand there and move. They even show off that it moves. They even showed it off moving and stuff. Um, um, they had this scene. They have the scene where like the stupid thing. You see its arms move and shit, and it's obviously I mean, it's obviously not part of the dinosaur, and it worked, and it was so funny. There's this the dinosaur and Denise Richards are fucking literally playing charades, and it's so dumb, so stupid, ridiculous, and over the top. I loved it. Scene where there's a funeral scene. All right, and quite honestly, it's probably one of the worst, simultaneously one of the worst and best scenes ever because it's got a nice touch of sweetness and it worked really well. The uncle, the uncle was nice. And they talk about how the uncle was nothing but an alcoholic, and it was kind of nice that they're like, hey, I'm nothing but an alcoholic piece of crap, but he gave me hope. Nice sweet scene. Um, there's a named Byron. Okay, he's a gay character, and say what you will, say what you want. I thought having him in '94, of course, he's a little over the top and ridiculous. I expect it in '94. He's gonna be, um, he's gonna be over the top and badly written and ridiculous and stupid. But that's to be expected. But it worked well in this film, and they gave him nuance outside of I'm gay. They gave him actually like an actual character arc. You know, there was where Michael. Where there's a scene in the morgue where Michael picks a body. That he picks a body that he wanted, and he's choosing this body for himself. And it's so stupid and so ridiculous and so funny that um there was a lot of there's a lot of truly great sequences in the film. It's actually really a great film. I honestly cannot recommend it enough. I honestly cannot tell you good enough things about it. Um, the end of it was prime perfection. The end of it was precisely what I wanted it to be. Stupid, ridiculous, and didn't make any sense. Didn't have to. It just know that it's awesome. That it was awesome. Okay. Um, I would recommend it to anybody. Uh, Based on one caveat. And that caveat is if you like if you like if you like stuff like Evil Dead, watch this movie. You are going to love it. If you don't like Evil Dead or don't think you like Evil Dead, don't bother with it. But honestly, as a fan of Evil Dead and of those types of movies, I enjoyed it. It worked really well. It was very funny. It had a lot of great scenes. No nudity to speak of. It is in fact Denise Richards' first ever role, and it worked, and it really was exactly what I wanted from a movie. I honestly cannot praise it enough. That's the honest truth. I can't give it good enough praise. For my final score, give it a 9 out of an 8 or 9 out of 10. That caveat that you have to be a fan. Terrible, okay? Because if you're a fan of those, I know you can appreciate it, okay? Because I sure fucking did. I appreciate it as a fan of those terrible ass, horrible, no good, very bad B movies because they work. Are funny. They are great. They are hilarious. They are ridiculous. They are stupid. It's exactly what a movie should be when it comes to B movies because they are that funny. They are that fun. They are that enjoyable. So if you have a chance and you have Shudder, check it out. Um, I honestly cannot recommend it more. I cannot recommend it enough. It is legitimately one of the best movies I've seen in a very, very long time. Um, so yeah, please do check it out. Honestly, I think you will. I really think you will enjoy it, especially if you're a fan of just general horror, of general B horror movies that are made for no reason other than hey, we got this thing here we're gonna use, which is precisely what it is. It's we have a thing, and we're gonna use it. So let's make an entire horror movie out of it. Is it bad? Yeah, it's pretty freaking bad, but in a good way. I can honestly say it's bad in a way in which it should be bad. And with that, have a nice day. Bye.